from 2020 up to this time. The road of Mityana, Kampala Road, within Mityana municipality, was begun in 2020. Up to date, they are still constructing that road. It is under construction. We are wondering, when are you concluding that road? Because it is too dusty and it is causing a lot of accidents.
Honorable Musa Echeru came and supervised the roads. We even reached your area. He led the delegation and we reached your area, and he promised that in 1 year, those roads were going to be worked on. It was even at night. He's there. We need him to give us feedback. Thank you.
No. I passed there every weekend. The road from Busega to Mityana is beautiful road. It is only from Tuntu, Narutuntu,
Thank you.
Uganda, Kienda, Mubende. It is in sore state of disrepair.
It needs to be tarmacked. And it is causing a lot of accidents. I need a feedback on the road to my area. That is all roads.
The other time we told you, Honorable Echeru, right, Honorable, as you go to the road block in Mabira, it's a very sensitive area. There is a road block, but that spot has been bad before even the NRM government came to power. It has failed to be put right. It has claimed lives. It's very dangerous. Every time when you reach there, you must first stop, and that is how these highway robber people come on the road, and they come and attack us. So we need the Honorable Musa, and Right Honorable, in addition, Honorable Musa Echeru came and supervised the roads. We even reached your area. He led the delegation and we reached your area, and he promised that in 1 year, those roads were going to be worked on. It was even at night. He's there. We need him to give us feedback. Thank you.
I need a feedback on the road to my area. Mukona? Okay, Mityana.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, the road of Mityana, Kampala Road, within Mityana municipality, was begun in 2020. Up to date, they are still constructing that road. Yeah.
Kampala Mityana.
Kampala Mityana Mubende Road.
Mubende Road.
Within Mityana municipality. It is under construction from 2020 up to this time. We are wondering, when are you concluding that road? Because it is too dusty and it is causing a lot of accidents. Please work on it. Tell us the date when you're finishing it.
And leave alone the dust, but it needs to be tarmacked. And it is causing a lot of accidents. That is all roads. Joanne.
Thank you.
Members.
Thank you.
Honorable members, can we agree? Can we agree that we agree that we first have a response on what has been raised, then all members who have issues on the roads, let's compile them together, give to the minister. On Thursday, he comes with a response on each of them. Joanne, and then we conclude.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I think the issue of roads is also basically being affected by the lack of equipment in many of the districts and the cities, and this is causing connectivity have a very big challenge. Could the minister also update us on the state or on the issue of road equipments to many of these cities? Madam Speaker, imagine a regional city staying without a road equipment, and yet we have money to work on the roads, but we don't have this equipment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Information.
Madam Speaker.
Amos.
Thank you.
Then Honorable Days.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker. Madam Speaker, every year on the 20th of October, every year, the people of Acholi land and the whole Uganda, the entire Uganda, the majority of people who are 99% almost Christians, they go to Paimol to celebrate and to pray on the, as a pilgrims, because we have two martyrs, Gildo Irwa and Dawood Okello. And this coming Sunday on the 20th, many people are also they are going to move to Paimol for the same. But Madam Speaker, all the roads that leads to Paimol in Agago North, it is impossible. Whether you come from Karamoja side, you come from Kitgum side, from Padey side, Lera side, and Kitgum, all the roads are impassable. And this year, the celebration is going to be celebrated by the Diocese of Kotido. Madam Speaker, my request is the Minister of Works should take an urgent actions so that on the 20th people can reach and go and pray in Paimol shrines. This is my...
Thank you. Bit by bit. Yes?
Right, Honorable Speaker, first of all, I start with an apology for coming a bit late. As you know, today the Committee of Fiscal Infrastructure was sitting, and my senior colleague had asked me, he's out of the country, so I'm the one holding fort. So I had to go and explain a few things to the committee. I'm happy finally I'm here. Right Honorable Speaker, on the onset, we do acknowledge as a ministry that the state of roads across the country, especially very critical roads that link communities and link the country to other parts, needs urgent attention. And again, is that background, Right Honorable Speaker, I think I can have the permission on behalf of my senior colleagues to reveal to this Parliament that my ministry has been directed by Cabinet to take a list of roads on Monday, all those roads that have not been done and are mentioned in the manifesto of the President, and those, can you kindly, so we have been directed, I have been directed to take a list of those roads. Initially, the thinking of government was that because we didn't want to balloon the debt, we would have to go slow, particularly in bringing in new projects. But on critical analysis, Cabinet yesterday decided that on Monday we take a list of those roads, those friends and comrades who were recently privileged to sit before in the meeting where HE the President made a presentation. They will remember clearly the number of roads that HE the President mentioned, and he repeated them yesterday, and therefore he wants me to take those roads on Monday, they are not few, and present to him and indicate the difficulties that have been encountered in implementing some of his directives and the directives of this Parliament. For example, if Parliament had said, we have passed a bill for Jinja Expressway, Kampala Jinja Expressway, and it is true that it has, a loan has been passed, but there seems to have been a challenge in finding resources for compensating perhaps the people who are supposed to be affected by this project. We must indicate that, so that Cabinet will pronounce itself on Monday, and after pronouncing itself on Monday, then I will come again to fill this Parliament in on what we have discussed and resolved. And I can assure you, comrades, the thinking that I saw yesterday is that Cabinet is going to make a decision and get resources that will fix these roads once and for all. They also the emphasis, Right Honorable Speaker, we are a government, that's why we're here. Right Honorable Speaker, I am also aware that again the directive that we were given yesterday was that when we are making this presentation, what has been lacking so much is money for maintenance. Because we have done a number of roads close to 6,000 kilometers now, but we have not put enough resources for the maintenance of these roads. So a directive was given that when we are coming to cabinet, we must also provide for that so that the cabinet will pronounce itself. That's first of all on Monday. So I wanted to beg on the onset, Right Honorable Speaker, that you allow my humble self to go on Monday, make that presentation.
So what are you going with on Monday?
Oh, all the roads that are critical, that must be fixed. Then present to cabinet.
Where are you getting those roads?
We have the list. Right Honorable Speaker, we have the list.
Honorable Minister, as I said before, that all the members, including myself, who have roads that need to be worked on, if you have an example of the bridge between Bukede and Bulambuli where children have even died, in Kamutur, Bulambuli, children have died. Nothing has been done. We only need a Maram bridge. We don't need even tamaking. So what we are saying, let's get all that written. I can compile all of them in writing, sign it off, and give it to the minister for Monday. All of it, I want, please, including the ferries. Let's simplify it that way. Let's go to the next item because, Jaja might need to go. But before Jaja goes, the potholes on, he's going to handle.
I want to give facts. When I entered this house, my colleague, that gentleman there, that member of parliament for Mitiana, that the road between Busega up to Mbende is a horrible road. No. I pass there every weekend. The road from Busega to Mitiana to a place called Narutuntu is beautiful road. It is only from Narutuntu, Uganda, Kienda, Mubende. It is in sorrow state of disrepair. But the good news is that the contractor is on site. One time, no, please listen to me.
Honorable Minister, continue.
The contractor Enago project, we must admit, there was a bit of a problem of advancing money to him. Now, that problem is completed. So, you will see in maybe about 3, 4, 5 months, those of you who use that road, you will see a difference.
Thank you.
Now, you asked me a question, Madam Speaker.
I didn't ask you. It was asked by by a member. The House is asking you about the issue of the census.
Oh, the census?
Yes.
Madam Speaker and colleagues, no, I beg, we are preparing a statement. And therefore, I don't want to give you...
Alex, are you listening?
We are preparing a statement. Next week we'll be here with that statement so that we give you the full facts. Because now if I answer with this and that one, that's not good. So I beg your indulgence. Next week we'll be coming with that statement precisely to tell you what happened.
There is a procedure,
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the issue of census is a serious one.